Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning. God bless you this morning. Sorry, I'm a bit late this morning. A bit late. Sorry about that. And I want to thank God for your life. I want to appreciate God. We are still on the book we are using. We're still on the book we are using. So please go ahead and invite people. Invite as many as possible. All right. Invite as many as possible this morning. I want to make sure that you get a very good. So go ahead and share the video. Share the video. Looking at that light, what I can do to the light to make it better. Okay. Is it good this way or should go up? All right. This is okay. Well, this is fair anyway. Fair. Okay. So good morning, everyone. Good morning this morning. I really want to thank God for your life. We are still on the book Adelugba, Dapo Adelugba on theater art practice in Nigeria. Theater art practice in Nigeria. And this morning again, I will take it also clue. Not too long, not too because I can only come up briefly today, and tomorrow that'll be the night. By that time we'll finish. So please, if some of you have been calling my number, it's not going to be available like I told you. So please bear with me at this time. And it's from that place I'm really reaching out to you to do this briefly this morning. Then thank God for your life. So please go ahead and share. You have not invited people. Please go ahead and invite as many people as possible. All right. So let's go. Tell me if the picture quality is okay. If the picture quality is okay, let me know. Let me know the picture quality of it. Let me know the picture quality of it, and it's a very fantastic thing. And I stopped at that place in part of response of the primitive now. And yesterday we stopped at largely what happened in 1969 or 1976, or what happened the bald spa soprano. Oh, the bad soprano. Supposed to call it soprano yesterday. Soprano and all that. So this morning we have done something of July, the Lugi Padello. So this morning I'm going to be touching something that has to do with my town, my hometown. Somebody from my hometown, that's the Fagua. This morning. So the question, we go into that area too. All right. So I want to monitor the sound, the picture, and all that before I fully. Then we're also waiting for one or two people so that they can join. Once you join, it will also be something good for us to really grab this morning. So for us to really grab this morning. So I hope you're enjoying what we are doing. I hope you're enjoying the class, and God is the year is going to an end. And let me quickly tell you something. Tomorrow night we're going to be having some people more live with us where we are. That time we'll have finished the first phase of what we are doing. The first phase of what we are doing. The ministry phase and all that. So please bear with me. Bear with me. We're going to be having those things, fantastic thing tomorrow. All right. So if you want to join, want to participate too, we're talking about sound doctrine and string doctrine. How do you identify string doctrine? And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to play a video for you. I'm going to be playing a video for you tomorrow. Then we also have a live things that will occur tomorrow. All right, that will occur tomorrow. So the question this morning, because I can understand now, still on. Okay, beautiful. I love this. This is clean. I was wondering because I want to know whether it's clean or not. I love this. Okay. Okay. I just want to be sure that it's very clean, it's very good, and that is it. Okay. Okay. Okay, you're watching live now. Please tell us the name, the country, the state you're watching from, and let us know where you're watching from. So this is good. And please share and share and share and invite as many people as possible. Share to the group, share to as many group you belong to, share to as many group you belong to. Okay, so share with them. All right, share with them. Share with them. Okay, so I can now understand. I can understand now. Still on Langbodo 77. Langbodo 77. The production has yielded or involved a truly Nigerian cosmology. As director, how did you manage to create so vividly the characters for which no prototype exists except in local myths and in strictly indigenous minds? Wow, indigenous mind. All right, indigenous mind. Okay, so indigenous mind. Let's hear the response. Okay, as you're joining, please share and invite other people. Okay, share and invite other people. Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, thank you so much for sharing. And let's have it. That's the question. The response now said, I think every theater director has come to term with what challenge, with that challenge, and one of the big challenges of the artist, of the performance, the directorial mind has to come to exact, precise, and physical terms with ideas that are abstract. That was one of the challenges of the directorial experience of Langbodo, right? Of Langbodo. Of course, I went back to Dio Fagua, but that's because I was looking at Langbodo is our story in a way. All right, it's our story in a way. I was wondering what would have happened, but so please go ahead and share with many people. Please go ahead and share this video. I think somebody will help out very soon now. Okay, so okay, thank you very much for joining. Okay, you see my people joining. Tell me if the picture quality is good. Let me know whether the picture quality is good. Write it out for me. So let's go. Say, of course, I went back to Dio Fagua's original text and Shoyinka's translation, The Forest of a Thousand Demons. The Forest of a Thousand Demons. In order to fortify my initial responses to Wale Ogunyemi's script, and I found those highly beneficial. I said, in the process of searching for the right idioms and so on, I did go back into archives of performing arts to look at what has been brought together in the past, the best of the performing art culture. So what you have said about beginning to physicalize what exists only in myth and fictive imagination constitute the challenge which one tried to cope with in that production. Please go ahead and share. Please, I'll invite as many people, at least 5 to 10 people. Ruth Annie, thank you. Gentility, thank you for joining this morning. Another question goes thus: you have often expressed the view that the theater director is a motivator, a catalyst. Okay, is the picture and audio beautiful? Is the audio good? Let me know, is the audio good? Is the audio clear? Okay, let me know whether the picture is so clear. The audio is so clear too. I think I'm having it, but I don't. Is the audio good? Okay, let me see the response. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, you have often expressed the view that the theater director is a motivator, a catalyst of some sort, who must always take full responsibility for the outcome of a performance. Now, the man responded, he said, thank you very much. I think I had an immense fortune in having a directorate of people from the various states and zones of Nigeria who were employed, highly accomplished theater practitioners in their own right, producers, directors in their own right, animators, costumiers, theater technician, choreographers, musicians, etc. And having started out with they were really brilliant, and I used the word brilliant advisedly, with a brilliant production staff, I think I was all set for the initial process of self-search. So I went into my study and I thought my way through what we are going to do in the less than 2-month period we had. By the time, as I said in my essay on Langbodo, by the time we are all assembled, it was already December and the play was to be staged in January. Although we had rehearsals in November, it wasn't with the complete cast. I think with the gradual building up as each sub-troupe arrived from the various states, by the time the entire cast has assembled from all the states of Nigeria, we already had a good kinetic situation to work with. So we say that basically it was that, and of course how the elements of theater grew on stage to stage basis, and the fact that we had a versatile production design personnel who were able to do several things. The same persons, all right, the same persons. Do we get it now? Okay, please let's share. The same persons who also who built the wooden beads were those who built the curtains, were those who painted the set, were those who cleared some of the litter on the stage. We really had a brilliant and versatile group, and we worked like a family. And I think that was a really really a tremendous opportunity to enact within the production context, and the aspiration of the togetherness of a nation. That I said it is the ultimate. That there was in our micro world of the theater a representation of what a nation could be in a happy and excited mood. Well, I want to give kudos to one of the team members, and that is Olufemi Abraham. You can hear the audio was very clear this time around. Well, maybe I'm not going to give him the audio cable, the audio device again. Well, I will buy my one. Okay, let's go. And thank you very much once again. What I was hearing, the feedback was very clear and very good. Okay, we really had a brilliant, versatile thing. There was in our micro world of the theater a representation of what a nation could be in a happy and excited mood. Another question. Yes, it was very important that you have just. It was very important, the point that you have just made, that it was possible to manage people of diverse cultural backgrounds. And Professor Adelugba came in. He said, in fact, it teaches us a lesson that you cannot do it in a rush. You cannot do it in a rush, but you have to do it systematically. But Olufemi Abraham, better don't let me use witchcraft to collect this thing. I won't give you again with this laughter. I tell you, I won't give you your audio something again. With this your laughter, bye-bye to your audio, bye-bye. The whole world has had, all right? So the director and the directress must think through every stage of the collaboration. And let me quickly say this. Okay, let me finish this and I will say something. For instance, when we went to Festa Village, we were having assemblies every night. Every evening we had an assembly, and no actor was too young, nobody was too small to make a contribution. And we were having this nightly assembly. Perhaps that is how a national assembly meets. Okay, let me quickly say this. Even our ministry, You know, sometimes I allow them to direct. I allow my sisters, even sometimes they contribute. Most times my wife was, okay, this and this, okay, contribute. When you contribute, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of things. I'm happy because once you contribute like that, I'm also relaxed. I'm also happy. I'm also like, oh, so it's not only you, you know. One of the major problem we have as leaders is that we believe that once you have been doing something for a long time, nobody should do it again. Even if they are not, but they should understudy you. They should understudy you, and they should be able to tell you, these are the things that I felt it will be of help to us. These are the things that I felt, oh, if you do it this way, it's going to make a lot of sense and a lot of senses to us. But many times we just feel like, oh, it's our leader, Jerry is the only one that should be doing it. Yes, it's the only one that will be doing it, but your contribution to whatever he's doing, it goes a long way. You know, your contribution to what you are doing, it goes a long way. But if you don't contribute at all, we just keep on struggling. We keep on analyzing things, and I'm sorry to say, you get the same result when you do the same thing in a very way. All right, I want to appreciate Fola Shadebu Sari Abraham. Thank you. The Abrams family, the Abrahamic family. Thank you. All right, let's go to another question. Another question right now. Another question says, you have often expressed the view the theater is a motivator. Okay, then now say the national meet. The next question. Really, I think one cannot completely divorce theater from politics. One cannot completely divorce theater from politics. What makes the version of Jeyifo and Osofison's Langbodo in quotes, to use your exact word, undiplomatic. Really, I think one cannot completely divorce theater from politics. What makes the version of Jeyifo and Osofison's Langbodo, to use your exact word, undiplomatic? I think some people have to use that word for me. We don't know how to be diplomatic. You just have to just do something. Don't just do it straight. Just, Brother Paul, let's do it. Don't let us do it like that. Let's be creative with this. Or don't let us. Well, let's hear this man. You'll be amazed with this response. I do not know. I reject the alternative effort, but it came in the context of rehearsal. It came in the context of production. Dr. Sayinde Arigbede, Dr. Biodun Jeyifo, Dr. Femi Osofiston, all of them are professors now, were invited as part of the crew to work on Wale Ogunyemi's Langbodo. That was the contest in which they were invited. Of course, this script, I wish I could lay my hands on it again today. This script was brought in the middle of rehearsal, and I said things cannot be done ad hoc when you are dealing with a large company. Everything had to be programmed, and so I do not think at any stage I showed any disrespect for the script brought forward by Jeyifo or Osofiston or Arigbede group. But I said to them that if our aims and objectives were met, Langbodo was going to be on tour for a long time. We wanted to take Langbodo to various parts of the country. Indeed, we were hoping for people's theater in which communities will come co-participating in Langbodo as a popular theater medium. That is what we hope. We hope Langbodo will grow into. And we felt that within that context script, like the Osofiston video version, will probably inform productions of Langbodo beyond the immediate deadline we had. And I pleaded with them to let us meet the immediate deadline that we had, and that if there were ideas from the script which could infuse into production process, we should do that. Indeed, Biodun Jeyifo, Femi Osofiston, and the rest often acted for me if I had to go off from the rehearsal. So whatever was their idea, they had the opportunity of putting it into practice in the production, because they were part of the directorate. And if the impression had been that the script was just gestioned, I do not think that should be a correct reflection of what actually happened. I do not know whether you then you come in. I really want to know. I really want to think that it probably might not be essay. So Professor O.DASYLVA came in and said, I really want to think that it probably might not be easy for them to go outside the production script. You said you left for them, even when they were acting on your behalf. Professor Adelugba respond, well, that is true, but we always debated that framework was subject to debate. In fact, I encourage them to come forth with their script for discussion, so that was the open-minded atmosphere in which we operated. But I hope that at some future time we will get hold of the alternative Langbodo script and re-examine it and make comprehension vis-a-vis the Langbodo that we did. Well, this man is not alive today, but we know a lot of things you need to put in place, a lot of things you need to really work upon, because those are the things that you need to do and all that. So he said that we did. Another question say, again, considering this undiplomatic alternative, could it have been because of his Marxist posture? The response, who said it? Who said it was an undiplomatic alternative? I found the exact word in your report. Well, I'm rather surprised. I was so undiplomatic in quote. So you will say, Professor O.DASYLVA. Well, it may be true. No, say alternative. Who said alternative game from this game? As you say, well, it may be true. After all, knowing the type of government you were dealing with then. Professor Adelugba responded, no, I do not think it was that. I do not think at any stage I am worried about the government. Any government of that matter, for that matter, any government for that matter. Excuse me. Any government for that matter. Okay? Any government for that matter. You getting it? Okay, good. So any government for that matter. I just did not think I was willing to do a mixture. I was not. Another question say that to me perhaps was why the idea of who plays the piper dictates the tune was brought up. Yes, I did not mean it that way at all. I just thought that even for the dramatist himself, who was one of the lead deputy directors, it will lead to dislocation. It could damage the relationship in a permanent way. And in any case, do not forget it was not my decision by myself. It's something that we had to be cleared through the National Participation Committee of directors who had cleared Wale Ogunyemi's Langbodos for production. It would have been difficult to ask that the National Participation Committee be urgently re-summoned because we had suddenly got a bright idea of an alternative script that was better than what they approved. So it was that kind of diplomacy that I had in mind. Not that the work was bad. I was in favor of Marxist work, and at that time of my career, I still am. All right. So I was a Marxist, and I still am. So let's go to the second to the last question. All right, second to the last question. Okay, this morning, second to the last question this morning. Okay, a few questions. Okay, second to the last. Okay, two more. Let's go. A number of critics, including me, had wondered that at a time when a more radical approach could have been employed to address the African common problem of true leadership, patriotism, and collective spirit, using the minority alternative script, You seemed not to be forthcoming. Professor Adelugba responded, "No, I had no fear of this micro group. If anything, I wanted them to infuse their ideas, and they did, to some degree. They infused their maxim into the production." Okay. Question. Langbodo 77 had about 250 persons in the cast. Wow. Is it true that you had the intention of keeping them possibly till year 2010, the Nigerian Jubilee year? No. That, I think, is an exaggeration. When we performed Langbodo, the head of state, General Olusegun Obasanjo, was very pleased, and so Major General Haruna, who was the head of the Nigerian Participation Committee, was of the view that Langbodo was so good that we should make a film of it. So he wanted to keep us for quite a few months. I do not know for exactly how long he kept us, how long he meant to keep us, but we had the hope that from Langbodo will probably emerge what we had hoped would happen: the emergence of a national theatre troupe in quotes. We knew, of course, that we could not have a national theatre troupe of 250 for financial reasons, but we had hoped that the troupe of 250 would thin out to a imaginable size to become Nigeria's national theatre troupe. Question. Of course, one really had the impression that you had the intention of keeping. Professor Adelugba. We were actually asked to stay, not that I had such an intention originally. It was in fact a request from the government that we should stay on. Another question. One might probably think you, in fact, had one big plan for the omnibus cast, but how would you have managed with hardly any fund to run your wide dream? It was a pity that they did not go on to film Langbodo. It would have been one of the best things this country would have contributed to the badly needed cultural awareness. Now, the final response to this morning. That's the way I want to stop this morning. Well, I mean, it is the whole question of durability. Yes, of course. We would, even if funds were available in large quantity, we will still have had problems. So I agree with you. Even if we have better funding, there could have been something wrong with the disbursement. In order to save cost, a careful economic strategy would have been one's natural option. But now I'm saying that option was made compulsory by the fact that we didn't have adequate fund, and we could not have what we would have liked to have. And that's where I'm going to be stopping this morning. We'll continue. Okay, we continue on Sunday, and after Sunday, the next year will be on Sunday. I will have more strength to really read more things like this. So thank you very much for joining this morning. I really appreciate you. I want to appreciate all the team. I want to, just like what we're saying, see, it's a teamwork. Sometimes people write scripts, sometimes people do some things, then you tell them, oh, this is what you are doing. You just have to make sure you're doing the right thing. You just have to make sure you're doing the right thing, the successful thing, to really be what are you supposed to be. You know, this is the Theatre Practice in Nigeria series, part 25. Exclusive interview with the Professor Dapo Adelugba. All right, number 17 of such things, not the question, but number 17 of such question and answer of a historical thing about the theatre practice in Nigeria. The theatre practice in Nigeria to this large extent of what we have seen, to this large extent of what we have seen, and we believe that a whole lot of things is what we have today. A whole lot of things is what we believe it should be very nice to see. It should be very nice to see. So whenever you are doing a production, even your stage drama, don't give up on yourself. Make sure you are giving the best. Make sure you are doing the best. Make sure you are proving to the world that you have a whole lot of things to bless them with. So all these things are part of the things. All these things are part of the idea and ideas that are brought about Turning Point. I want to appreciate all of you. Monday through Friday is 9:30 a.m. Nigeria time. Saturday and Sunday is 9:30 p.m. respectively. Tomorrow is our interactive session. You can call into the program. You call into our Skype. I will make the Skype available tomorrow. Another phone will also make it available for you to call to participate. And I'm going to be showing you a video, and there will be about 2 or 3 of my people around that will be contributing tomorrow on the topic. Very, very powerful topic and all that. Thank you very much. If you have any question, please let me allow you to have any question. Maybe you have any question this morning. Do you have any question? Any questions so far? Please let me know. Let me know whether you have a question. The Lord bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Till tomorrow, I remain Paul-Esupofo Oriade. Do have a wonderful time. That vision, go and do it. Bless you.